What were we talking about before? Jotaro and Dio?
Okay, so
Hypothetical.
context. I'm neurodivergent.
True.
And I like to think about my favorite media in the world, and it's very constant, and it's weird because I had like a high fixation on JoJo's for a while, and I often come up with scenarios where it's like, I wonder if X were to happen. It's essentially, you know, those like Dragon Ball videos where it's like, if Frieza turned good or something. It's the same thing, but in my brain.
Yes.
And one of the questions I prefaced before is, would the Pillarmen be able to see stands, or do they have stands? In another thing. What I just prefaced now is, would Jotaro, like, learning about, like, Star Platinum the world, but, like, right before the Dio fight in Part 3, be able to beat Part 1 Dio? And I want to, you know, what are your arguments? What do you think?
I mean,
My conclusion was that Starfinger through the brain is an easy GG on any character.
yeah,
so,
but okay, but also, didn't Jonathan cut his head in half vertically through the brain?
But it didn't destroy the brain.
He didn't. It wasn't Starfinger. He didn't go through the amygdala or whatever the fuck he's got up there.
He didn't go through. He didn't Starfinger him.
Pause.
wait a goddamn minute.
So we're missing
Welcome
Marcos
to
today.
Podcast. Yeah. We got a triple threat today. He's in not Knoxville. He's in girlfriend land with his girlfriend.
In Boston.
Baston?
In Boston.
Wait, is that what he said?
Boston.
I didn't even see what he said.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in Boston. I see. I'm stupid. Yes, so he's
the
dead.
Mets or something. I don't know.
It's all about the Mets, baby.
Go Mets.
Go Mets.
Love the Mets. That's, oh my god, that's gonna make this episode feel like it was recorded like a year ago.
That meme wasn't that long ago, was it?
That was a long time ago.
That
yeah.
was in 2021. No?
Here, let me date this episode to the T. This is 1 week after OCIC, and 1 week after I won my first tournament ever.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that, did we?
No, because we recorded the day before.
Yeah.
Last episode was recorded the night before I went to the local.
Yes.
And then I ended up winning. The entire thing with my good friend Boldengo.
Do you want to explain the context as to why we may have been a little bit doubtful of your success?
Because literally the night before the tournament, and if you watch the Patreon, all the Sneeple out there, shout out my Sneebs. They know I was zooted off my gourd. I was stoned as fuck the night before because I was like, okay, I need to do something that'll let me sleep, right? Because like the last thing you want going into a tournament is to just be too excited all night and then not sleep at all. So I self-medicated some sleepy times. Slept like a champion. Woke up the next morning. Took an energy drink because now I'm still a little sleepy and exhausted.
I forgot you did that. You're insane for that.
Yeah, I had fucking yin and yang going on in my body. The hangover and an energy drink.
Oh, God!
So I felt like God. And then I pull up to the tournament. Fucking start off 3-0. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
And now I have the resistance of a champion. I let my next 2 rounds slip, unfortunately, but they were close games. I'll go more into depth on like 2 of those losses because those were important. And then just fucking crush it in Top Cut. And I end up winning it. It's like, dude, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Like, the whole day was amazing. And it was coming off of that night. Dude, I'm literally go check the Patreon right now. Like, I don't know what you got to pledge to be able to watch the FFAs we do. Bro, that won a tournament. That's crazy.
Listen, the Boldengo is powerful, and you called it because the same shit happened during Orlando.
Yeah, real shit. Metagame call of the week for sure was Terra Water Golden Go with a lot of bulk.
Yeah.
So Pengi at Orlando, Stefan Mott, if you saw him on stream. was running weakness policy. I think his was Terra Steel, but it was like bulkier Golden Go. His was Terra Water. His was Terra Water as well. Yeah. But it was with weakness policy, which is hilarious, and mouse hold for beat up, so you could proc it. They also had a Annihilate on the team, but the concept of bulky Golden Go that can get boosts. Mine wasn't weakness policy. Mine was leftovers, and I just mashed nasty plot very often. But with like mouse hold and like friend guard and like being bulky enough to live things, I didn't have a mouse hold on my team. And something that I learned from the tournament is that mouse hold Goldengo probably should have won the tournament that I went to. And same from OCIC is like Pengi did really, really well with that team because of bulky, nasty plot, next to friend guard Goldengo. Goldengo is broken. There's no like, we all know that. But to like take its strong points and make it even stronger is crazy. It still does damage. I don't have any investment in it. I have like 60 EVs in special attack. But if I mash nasty plot enough, I'm getting a kill on everything. Funnily enough, all my opponents think that it kills Fluttermane with Make It Rain. No, it doesn't. It does like 95. But they don't know that.
They don't know.
Who would know that? Who would leave their Fluttermane in versus Golden Go and be like, nah, I probably lived? No one does that.
I mean, unless it's Sash.
Yeah, literally. And that's the thing, right? It's like, if it's Life Orb, one, I EV'd myself to live because it can do that. That's crazy. And then it dies to Make It Rain because of the Life Orb chip. Or it's Sash and I'm not killing anyway, so I don't need the extra investment for it. So it's like, I managed to come up with like the perfect Golden Go spread that lives Arcanine Flare Blitz from Max Attack Arcanine, because Wolf just won Orlando with Max Attack Arcanine, so I was expecting some of that. Fluttermane Shadow Ball Calcs, Freeze Dry from Iron Bundle once I turn into a water type.
It is crazy what that thing lives.
I burned an Iron Hands in Top Cut with my Arcanine. It wasn't intimidated, but I just burned it, and I was at like yellow health with Golden Go, and it just lived Wild Charge. And I was like, I didn't even bother calculating it in my head. I was just like, yeah, I probably live that. All right, like this set is broken, and the little crowd of people that was forming behind me and watching like both like perspectives was like, dude, you think you live that? It's Iron Hands, and I was like, nah, bro, it's the Boldengo, and then it lived on like 2, and the whole crowd was like, oh shit.
Were you water type, or were you still steel?
I was water type.
What the fuck?
So I lived like, I took like 45 from burned Iron Hands Wild Charge or something like that.
That is,
so,
oh,
that's crazy.
It's awesome. The entire tournament was just like, I like complimenting myself on the spread. Golden Go won me all of my games, not just the rest of the team. So the team I brought was a Perish Trap team with here I'll list the 6. Golden Go, Amoonguss, Azumarill, Arcanine, Fluttermane, Gothitelle. I mean, it's me. I'm gonna burn Gothitelle to a tournament. And Gothitelle's the best it's ever been right now. So main strategy, just be bulky with Goldengo, get nasty plots and sweep with it, right? Like you can set Trick Room with Gothitelle. It has 4 speed points, so it's not outspeeding anything. But under Trick Room, it actually can.
Yeah.
And I have slow threats like Amoonguss and Azumarill. Azumarill is I think the funniest story of the entire tournament.
You were doubting it, and then it just kind of went crazy.
Even the night before I was doubting it, or the day before that, whenever, Brady had just came back from OCIC. I was in call with my boy Kotru and Brady, and I was getting some games, and I was like, this team is the best team ever. I can't wait for tomorrow's tournament. And then Brady was like, dude, this team would be broken with Tyranitar. And I was like, dude, it would.
That was our reason.
My only bad matchup was in DDR Marouge, and I was like, "Oh, dude, Tyranitar over Azumarill feels broken."
Yeah, because that was the reason why. Because you were like, in DDR Marouge is a bit tough," and I'm like, "I mean, T-Dog kind of works," and it's like, yeah, let's try that. Then you tried it, and then you're like, "Oh, this fucking sucks. This is awful."
I hated it. It for some reason it just did not work at all, and it wasn't even because Azumarill's better. No, Azumarill sucked. Azumarill bench rode the entire Swiss.
Damn.
Every game in Swiss, Azumarill sucked. It came out one time, got to the field, instantly died. That's all it did. Swiss, Azumarill, I was talking about it to the tournament to everyone there. It was so funny. I was just like, dude, I have a 5 Pokemon team and I'm doing this well. This is crazy. And they're like, what do you mean? And they're like, and I'm like, bro, Azumarill has not done anything at all.
He did his best.
He did its best. It does scare people, though. When you see Gothitelle plus 2 Perish Song guys, it's different than when you see Gothitelle with just Perish Song on Fluttermane.
Yeah.
Because that's how I won most of my games, was like being super offensive with Max Attack Arcanine and like Nasty Paw Golden Go, getting 2 kills early and then just Perish Song winning. That's how I did like a majority of my Swiss games. And even a couple Top Cut games too. I think I did it in finals. But here's where Azumarill put the team on its absolute back, though. It was in there were 3 rounds of Top Cut. There was I had to play the guy that went 5-0 in Swiss round 1 of Top Cut. Azumarill just didn't come to that match. It just wasn't good. They almost got, shout out to them, shout out to Chris, because that set had me sweating. I won game 1 pretty convincingly, pretty normally, nothing special about it. Game 2, it comes down to Goldengo versus Iron Hands, and I'm like, okay, I get this. I always win this. We're both full HP. I Nasty Plot. I have the bulk. It doesn't 2-shot me. It like 3-hit KOs me. And with Protect and Leftovers, it'll probably be a 4-hit KO. So I can just Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball 2 or 3 times. They paralyzed me on the first Thunder Punch, and I'm just like, oh!
Wow.
And then they Swords Dance the turn after, and I'm like, okay, this is crazy. I did 49-ish with my first Shadow Ball at +2. I really hope to God that's a 2-hit KO. I really hope that's like some kind of roll, and it was.
Yes!
So it was like, oh, one more turn in that game and I lost, but that's my round 1 of Top Cut. I win. Right. My next round is versus my guy Darsh. Bro, Darsh was my second loss in Swiss. I thought that it was over when, after game 1 of our set in Top Cut, I literally thought, like, dude, Mousehold Goldengo is crazy. You know what he had? He had Mousehold Goldengo, Terra Water Goldengo.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm losing to my own strat. Yeah. This sucks.
You called it. You called it.
And that's what I was saying. I was like, to him, I was like, dude, one of us is going to win this tournament, and it's going to be with Terra Water Goldengo, and that's going to be awesome. So shout out to one of us, right? Like, even if I lose this, I'm losing to you. That's awesome, right?
We take it.
I should not have won that match by any means. I mean, like, I don't want to discredit what I did, because it wasn't like, you know, I didn't like hacks through him, I didn't like paralyze him to try and win a game. You know, it wasn't anything like that. It was just some really, really stupid reads that I had to make. And when I say stupid, I mean leading Fluttermane Goldengo on game 2 into Mousehold Goldengo and shadowballing the Goldengo with both of my Pokemon, with Fluttermane and Goldengo. If they click follow me with the normal type, I lose instantly. There's no it's just immediately game over. Darsh protects on turn 1, and I kill the Goldengo. And then I'm absolutely just in the driver's seat. I can win. I do my Goldengo thing. It's over game 2 because I got the read right turn 1, right? Crazy. Like, that feels like a robbery already. He was like, dude, who does that? That's crazy, right? Like, it's so obvious to follow me. What? Right? So I had to play for the greed. Game 3. I have to do the exact same thing, but with a different set of Pokemon, so it's like a little bit different, right? Yeah. I lead Fluttermane, and it's his time. I lead Azumarill.
Yes.
Because this Azumarill is strong, right? I believe in its, like hit capability. It's Life Orb, Max Attack, Adamant, so it's like, it'll do damage.
It's gonna do something.
As if my play game 1 of turn 1 of game 2 couldn't get any more stupid.
Oh no.
I have to do something even stupider game 2 because they lead the same thing, right? Darsh leads Mousehold Goldengo because it just beats my whole team if he gets the play right turn 1. And I have to read him to protect again because it's the age-old
reverse psychology.
Who does it twice? He'll never do it twice, right? Like, he's crazy enough to do it once. He's never going to do it twice.
He wouldn't click ally switch again, would he?
Yeah, literally that kind of concept. But here's where it gets even stupider because I have to read him to Terra Water as well because I had just Shadow Balled him, right? So it's like, I'm in his head and I'm thinking, okay, I just double Shadow Balled in front of a normal type. He's still probably fearing Shadow Ball because I led one of the 2 Pokemon. I led Fluttermane, right? With Azumarill. I have to click 2 fairy moves into the Goldengo. In Moonblast and Play Rough, reading the Terra Water and the Mousehold to protect. I get that right too. It just, it killed. Moonblast did like 24, and then the player picked it off from like 70 or something. And I was like, dude, I'm like, I said to myself before we started the match, there's no such thing as an unlosable matchup, but this is about as close as it can come to that, so I need some, like, miracles. I think I got the miracles.
Your miracle was just like, he'll never think of me doing this, and then
Yeah, no, literally. Chris, the person that I was playing right before in Top Cut, like the one with the iron hands that paralyzed me, and scared the hell out of me, was sitting behind Darsh, and he was like, hands on his head, he was like, this guy's crazy, this guy's insane.
When in doubt, go for the ridiculous
like
play, honestly.
I literally felt like a psychopath. I was like, listen, there's no sane human that can beat this matchup. It has to come to like insanity that I had to like pull out.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, that's like different than having the balls to do that. And I was like, yeah, dude, I'm a psycho. That's what I said to him. It's like, I'm weird. From their finals, I just had infinite momentum off of that.
Yeah.
Because like, you can't just do that and then not end up winning. I think we went to game 3 in finals, so shout out to Chris, or not Chris, shout out to Peter, PTP. He's on my USPA team, so that's cool. So USPA Illinois was winning regardless, so that's super cool. He beat me in Swiss, just based off me not knowing a calc. I was at +4 with BOLDENGO, and it didn't kill an Amoongus.
Oh, I thought +2 could kill an Amoongus. Oh, I guess if it's Max Special Attack.
Yeah, I got like no investment. So his was Giga Drain too. So it was like shit.
That gay.
It kills my Terra Water BOLDENGO. Giga Drain on Amoongus is honestly kind of good. It was really annoying for my team that has like a lot of Terra Water and a lot of pressure from like stuff like Azumarill. So. But I ended up perishing him in Grands and then won that way. And then I won the tournament. So, yeah.
Big claps.
That was my entire tournament runs
and then,
summarized into one big thing.
And then I learned that you won by a photo of you with your prize with all the other winners, and then instantly a photo after of you with your prize of TCG cards in a minion pie.
Oh.
Which I can't...
and so
when I saw that, I could not stop fucking laughing.
This is where I wish Marcos was here. Because after the tournament, we went out to celebrate because I just won, right? Marcos left the venue early. He didn't do super well, but I'll let him talk about that next week. The plan was to go to his place. And so I meet him there. My guy Zai's already there.
Yeah.
And Beanie's going to meet us later up.
Oh, hype.
Beanie, quick aside, I still don't want to take blame for this, but I'm going to say that I did this, despite me not actually doing this. Beanie asked for the address, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll send him the exact same address, copy-paste that Marco sent me. It sent Beanie's fucking Tesla to, like, 3 hours in the other direction, and I was like, dude, I feel so bad, but, like, I'm going to say that I sent Beanie there. I didn't, that shit was his Tesla, bro. But while waiting for Beanie to get there, I think I sent a picture to, like, a couple of my friends, like, the group here.
Yeah.
Of the 2, like, elite trainer boxes that we got. I got mine for a prize. Marcos bought one just to have one and open later. So we got 2 stacks of Pokemon cards on the table. We've got a silver, like, a cast in silver, like, metal silverback gorilla.
Yeah, what the fuck
Marcos
was
just
that?
owns that. He just owns that, and it's fucking hilarious. I don't know, dude. It's awesome.
The way that you sent me a picture of him holding it, it looked like a plushie. I didn't realize it was silver cast.
Yeah, no, it's just raw metal.
What?
Wow.
And in front of the gorilla is like a minion, the one with one eye. But it's a pipe that you smoke on. So it was instead in the eye was just a fucking thing of weed.
I was looking at it. I was trying to figure out what it was for like 3 seconds, and I couldn't stop fucking laughing. Is that his? Does he own that?
That's his. Yeah, that's his.
Wow.
I was looking at the table and I was like, dude, wait, hold on. This is a funny ass picture.
Really funny.
So I sent that out. And I was like, this is a celebration. Dude, that night, I don't think I've ever partied harder in my entire life. Here's where I wish he was here, because the 4 of us went out to a couple bars. We went bar hopping.
Hype.
At every single place, something happened, right? We went to 3 of them. The first place,
Oh, no.
our waiter was coked out of his mind. I didn't know what somebody that looks like that is like, but Marcos and Beanie instantly knew. They were like, dude, this guy's on drugs. This guy's fucking doing cocaine in the back. That's crazy. Because he was doing like a quick like after every and he was talking super fast, right? So apparently bro's on coke. I asked him if he knew what BOLDENGO was. He said no, and then we left.
Why did you ask him that?
We were already on our way.
Wow. Okay.
I'm already a little like tipsy at that point, right? Because it's the first bar we went to. Second bar we go to, more of a dive bar, very small. And at this point, I think I've got like a couple tequila shots in me or something. But we get in there. At the back of the bar, there's a table of like a couple girls and this guy who's got this Pikachu hat on, right?
Yo.
And so my guy Zai and my guy Beanie are like, yo, bro. Dude's got a Pikachu on and you just want to turn him in. Go fucking talk to him. You wanna do it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't be cringe in public and talk about Pokemon. And I'm like, dude, you don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
You don't know Mr. Cringe in the flesh, bro. I go up to them.
You don't know about All Might, dude. You don't know about a guy who goes out of his way to say, man, I'm literally art. Guy who's like...
Yeah, bro. You don't know about Dr. Cringe in the flesh, bro. So I go up to the table, and before I could even say a word, they're like, "Yo, I love your whole vibe." Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of dripping. I'm kind of dressing, right? And they're like, "I like your whole vibe," and I was like, "Oh shit, yo, how do you guys?" Right? And I'm just doing my thing.
Yeah.
Right. I at some point I forget what I went over there for. And like, the guy with the Pikachu hat, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll do that, soon. But I don't even remember the conversations that were happening, but I end up pulling up a chair. They're like, yo, come on, come chill with us. And I'm like, okay. And then I can only imagine what those three, like Marcos, Beanie, and Zai were looking at me like. They were like, oh my god, what's happening? He's like over there.
You've been absorbed.
Like, oh, you won't do it into, oh god, he did it.
oh shit. Wait, what the fuck? What's going on?
Unspoken Riz. But so I get called a baby because apparently they're really old. And when we go back to our little corner, like when they pull me back to our group, they're like, so you're like a flirty drunk, aren't you? And I was like, what are you talking about? I am not out here flirting with MILFs, bro. That's not what's happening today. I swear I'm just a nice guy. I just like talking to people. I like complimenting people, okay? That's not what you think it is. This is a bad look for me, right? And so we go to a third bar, right? This one's Marcos's favorite. It's got like music. It's this fucking big party. It's so nice. Cool, right? But again, that like we're probably the younger people in there, and again, I get accused of flirting with the MILFs. So, I don't know what that says about me.
I think you're just nice to people. Or
that real shit.
Or you're a MILF hunter and you're denying it. These are the two
He's
options.
just in denial. Like,
yeah.
I don't think I'm in denial. I don't think I'm there, bro. I think I'm normal. I think
that's a lie.
I think people are so starved of like nice and compliments and like good things in their life that when they see this fucking 6'4" beast of a fucking weirdo coming up to them in agency merch and shorts in the middle of winter,
you were wearing agency merch.
Yep.
Yeah, it had a fucking polar bear
and
on
the
it.
Guy,
it was cool as fuck.
Them walking up like, yeah, I like your vibe.
Yeah. They don't know shit about the agency, but they like my vibe. Okay, I had a polar bear munching on an ice cube going up to them. That shit was cool.
Oh my god.
And then the only other thing I remember from that night is me passed out on the bed, or on like the futon Marcos gave me, with Beanie hunched over me, being like, "Yo, bro, you want some popcorn?" Because my mouth was wide open. And he's just like dropping it in my mouth from above me. That was the last thing I remember from that night.
That is a fucking image.
Hey, you want some popcorn? And dude,
yeah, he was literally like, "You want some popcorn?" It's good popcorn. You want some popcorn? I was like, oh, hell yeah, bro. I needed that.
I can tell you both were just gone. Man.
Oh my god, all of us. We're all fucked.
I need to know people. I need to teleport to your hometown and make friends. Because
Dude,
I miss
literally.
locals so much, but then every time a local is happening, I'm busy with something. So I'm sorry to any SoCal people listening when I said, yeah, I'm gonna go to the local after San Diego, and then I didn't go.
Yeah, I do
I'm
the same
sorry.
thing, like, to match tournaments and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, I'll show up. A ghost. Just like fades away.
Let me be clear.
Yeah. Allow me to be clear.
Wait, okay. Can we talk about the?
We're talking about the same thing, right, Ash?
Yes.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I think you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah, so,
That's so cringe, Joe. You would lead off with DDR Marouge. You would do it.
Those fucking kill me.
no. Trump leads in DDR Rouge.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Trump is a
backwards.
DDR Rouge player who uses flip turn to proc weak armor fucking weakness policy.
But we have
But then
based Biden VGC who told
Biden-
me if it
The latest trend.
Biden brought Dondozo without Tatsugiri, so he's also a little suspicious there.
He's a little suspicious, but also he taught me that Dragonite with Ice Spinner is kind of good.
You thought about it, you're like, oh wait, get rid of the psychic turn. I could click and spin.
And,
I could click.
they set up Trick Room, and it's like, it's like no matter they are setting up that turn, like that's just what they're gonna do. So when I click Ice Spinner, they're not gonna be able to do stuff. I can just like stream speed them and stuff. Huh?
Yeah.
That's interesting. And then
Thank you, Biden VGC.
Thank you, Biden VGC. You're an inspiration to all VGC players.
So are those deepfakes? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
It's like it's not somebody
Yeah.
editing together existing.
Yeah,
It's
no.
just like
It's
We're in a
like-
new
okay,
era
it's
of
like an
YouTube
AI
poop.
thing. Okay.
It's a deep fake AI like voice shit, and it's like pretty funny. I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, that video, but it's like the potion seller and the knight from Potion Seller.
Potions.
Replace all of the lines with Trump and Biden.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Biden.
You can't handle my strongest potions, warrior. You can't handle them, you need to find
Wow.
another seller.
You can't handle them, Sleepy Joe. You're too sleepy. You can't do it. Nope.
My favorite part about the VGC ones, though, is that Barack is a National Dex player, and he doesn't want to be here, he just wants to play National Dex.
Yeah.
There's lore. I saw Yu-Gi-Oh ones. I've seen a shit ton of Fire Emblem ones. They are hilarious. AI voices are concerning, but when they're used to make fun of political figures, it's always awesome.
Yeah.
To be honest.
That's always the line for me with AI stuff. If it's used to make like funny jokes, awesome. Keep doing that. If it's like defaming someone, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm good.
If you're gonna compile all Route 1 episodes into one super AI fucking string thing, at least be funny. I've said some stupid shit on this podcast. You have material, trust me.
I fed an AI 60 episodes of the Route 1 podcast and asked them to write.
And then,
And all Michael did was say slurs. Like, that's what I'm talking about to don't do. I've not done that. Don't do that for me.
Is there enough content of either of you online to be able to make an AI like voice, do you think?
I mean, absolutely.
I think so. I've been around.
Oh yeah,
I've
you
been
both have had
around.
YouTube channels. Oh, shit, and I've streamed a lot. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we
She
have
said,
we,
"Uh-oh."
we have several hundred hours of our voice on
Okay.
like the website. You know.
Well, the three people in existence
fi-
who have beef with me, please don't make me say slurs. I would appreciate it if you didn't.
My favorite one that I've seen so far is Kanye West rapping over a singles player choking the fuck
I-
6v1 versus Toxapex. That shit
I
is funny
forgot
as
to
fuck.
share with you guys that there is a Drake version of.
So like the moral version.
Hold on. Let me find it. Where is
Really?
it? Drake raps to CTC Rage. It's so-
Yeah. Oh, what's the channel called? Shout out the channel because
Is it-
this guy is
is it the
hilarious.
same
This
guy?
is a good example of it is. I'm pretty
Yes,
sure.
it is. It is the same guy. It's
Like red something.
Trainer Sam on YouTube.
Trainer Sam. Go check out Trainer Sam for a quick laugh. It's really funny.
But I'll give you guys
another than recovery. It's good.
I'm gonna give you the Drake one because it's the fucking 21 song that I despise.
21.
Can you do something for me?
We'll check it out.
Guys, the joke has to end eventually.
No.
AI.
Are we talking about that now?
AI is cool.
AI is
It's neat.
cool when you aren't stealing and not
Yes.
trying to replace people's jobs and livelihoods.
Okay, here, literally, okay. Artist opinion. I do art things. Ash does too, so she probably shares a similar opinion. But like, I've taken a class in this graphic design program where like the guy was so specific about not even specific. He was like coaxing us into the world of AI and like generative art. Generative art is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
The idea that you can like put your process into a machine and have that machine do that process is fucking awesome, right? The only cringe part about AI art right now is the fact that people use other people's art as reference, or not as reference. Let me not say as reference, but as like input, as material to scrape from. Dude, every other aspect about AI art is so fucking awesome. That's the one cringe part, and it's the only part that people are like using. Yeah. And it's like, bro, you could have had something. You was really cooking. You had us in the first half. You did.
Yes.
How did you fumble so
Your
hard?
Your opinion is correct, and I agree with it, because it is so strange to me that instead of, we get this new tool, and instead of using it to improve existing things and using it as a tool, it is being used to copy other people and print money. And why is that the fucking first like, instead of going, this is a neat tool that can help out artists, it can help out writers, it can help out people who need scripts for videos because of the voices, you know, it has so many, like, useful applications. Like, you can, it's great, it's a great inspiration tool, and the first thing you go do is say, traditional artists are fucked up for wanting to stop us from using this because I should be able to program this thing to copy someone's exact art style so that it looks passable and then I can sell this product. What the fuck? Why is your first, like, use of something to steal? Fuck off. It is so, I don't know. People are weird.
People are weird.
Tools are powerful, and people use that power because they're fucking stupid to do stupid things.
That's what I'm saying.
It sucks. It's tough because we could literally live in a world right now, where artists are selling libraries of their work to AI generated places.
Like that could be a possible profit for them to make content that is used in those algorithms instead of stealing from the internet.
It's like hiring an artist and then being like, yo, the artist has fucking shadow clone jutsu from Naruto, and then you get like 60 of the same artist. That's what that is. We have that. That's a real thing.
This feels I'm worried because this feels like you thinking I can make 1 million thumbnails.
Literally, dude, I've literally been thinking about it. I'm like, dude, okay, I have all of the skills necessary to be able to make AI art of my own art. I have all of it. I have a library of references, right, of all of the stuff I've done. I have a process that I can, like, code. Like, I know how to code now through some of these classes that I'm taking. I can make that. I can do that. I can literally... I presented a project on Wednesday in front of my whole class. It was my first project of the coding class I'm currently in, right? And I did a fucking Naruto hand sign in front of the webcam, and I coded it to where it would make art when I did that. It literally, dude, like, it's literally a thing. It's real. Yeah, I did that. It's kind of funny.
Because I saw you posting photos of you, like, in front of a green screen and, like, recording yourself do so. I didn't know what the fuck you were doing. I assumed you were just, like, taking photos of yourself to be, like, cut out, like, remove the background.
For more context, it's a program that takes the webcam, and wherever your wrists are, it draws with that. So it's MS Paint. It's the same. It's all of the same things as MS Paint, but you can use it wirelessly with your hands.
That
so it's super
is
cool.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, but then I made it to where I was like, okay, let me be a little fucking cringe, let me be a little stupid, and when my hands are put together, I can code it like an if statement of like, if hands are together, you don't need to do the hand sign, but if the hands are together close enough, play this noise, and it was like the and then it would make 3 more of like me. It would take the image of me and then like
I need to fucking see
like,
that. That sounds amazing.
That's so sick, actually.
Right? So am I cringe? Yeah. But am I real? Also, yeah.
You are cringe, but you are free. Honestly, that's not even cringe. Like, it's a Naruto reference, but who fucking cares? You programmed a way to duplicate your camera, like, automatically by a hand motion. That's fucking cool.
Yep.
Coding is scary, but also
Like,
very awesome.
It's with any new tool that promises a bright future, or it promises just an unknown, like several unknowns. Coding makes a lot of unknowns, right? I think unknowns are cool. I think some people get scared of unknowns and then are like, no, we need to be known. Everything needs to be known, otherwise I am scared.
They're like letters.
What?
Dude.
What?
Dude. I hate it because I thought it too.
Huh?
There's one.
It's got little eyeballs in them too.
One's shaped like a question mark, the other's like an exclamation mark, and they are like and their eyes are, like,
unknown.
half shut.
Oh my god.
This fucking
Oh!
guy. This fucking guy.
I get it. It's humorous. Woohoo.
I don't even remember what I was talking about. Unknowns or some shit. People scared. When people are scared, they do dumb things.
Yes.
If you could take fear and use it as power, then that's how you make some cool shit.
You know what? That actually connects to something that I was learning about in class. The
What's that?
idea of how, I guess the best example is the, like, simple modern art that's just a square, colored in with the same color.
Yeah.
People don't like it because it's new and it's weird and they don't get it. And the same thing happened with Impressionism, the same thing happened with abstraction, the same thing happened with surrealism and cubism and etc, etc, etc. Because no one liked the different. And, they all looked at, like, there's people calling Impressionist paintings, I think one of the quotes I heard that was so funny from a newspaper was, it's like throwing a bucket of paint at the viewer. Like, it's so offensive. Oh, it's disgusting.
Yep.
Impressionist art's fucking pretty. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
cool.
know if we'll ever see the aesthetic value in a couple squares, but some collections of squares could look very pretty, to be honest.
Yeah, and generative stuff is like that next
Yeah.
stepping stone in art's life, right? Where it's like, what's the new thing that everyone hates?
Well,
Because it's so not art. It's different.
I
it's
think
blah, it goes against the grain.
people hate it because it's seen as cheating. Digital art was also seen as cheating for a while, but it's seen as cheating because people are stealing and copying other people's styles.
Yeah, no,
and
that part I'm with
and
you.
stealing from, like, I guess you could copy paintings that are in the public domain of deceased artists, whatever, I suppose, but stealing from
those people that do the people that do that with generative code right now are the people that were taking buckets of paint and splashing them at audiences.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, don't literally
Yeah.
do that. That's not
There's
the point.
a-
That's not what we're trying to accomplish here.
It's
Like-
weird because both of these things are offensive for different reasons. Cough cough NFTs being generative art.
Yeah.
That doesn't
You know,
make
this
it
reminds me-
good. There can still be good and bad art, even if new is blanket thought of as bad. The fucking NFT monkeys, they're not interesting. They're not creative to me. I don't like them as art
It's the same
pieces.
concept. It's the same concept of like cool idea, terrible
Yeah.
execution of like. It's like, I mean, to me, it feels like Pokemon cards in like a certain aspect, right? Where it's like, oh, collection, and like different designs and cool shit like that. I love
that's
that,
a good
right?
concept.
How are we executing this? Oh, with cryptocurrency and like fucking like
Scamming people.
scamming the fuck out of people. It's like, dude, how are we so stupidly brainwashed by capitalism to be like, oh, could I scam people with this and make $1 billion super quick?
Scamming.
When you have a genuinely cool concept, like take the concept, run with that.
It's also a lot of money laundering, to be honest.
Yeah, that too, literally. Which I mean, art has had a history of, but that's a story for another day.
Shout out to the banana taped to the wall.
Yeah, literally. If you know, you know. It feels like I had a point. What was it?
Monkeys, generative.
Oh. A lot of what I've been like talking to other artists about recently at school and stuff is like. Okay, let me dial it back a few notches too. One of my friends from last year was telling me how like with art and any like project that we get in class, I end up taking the like stuff we need to use, the tools we need to use, and making them work for me, right? Which I thought was a really cool compliment because it's like, I guess that is something I do, like just subconsciously, right? Like the program that I made, the MS Paint thing, it's not supposed to do well, one, the Naruto, but it's not supposed to like. Everyone gets annoyed by the fact that when you click your mouse, or like if you tell it to do something on repeat, or okay, how do I say this? If you tell it to do something, it'll do it on repeat. Basically,
oh yeah, you need to.
Automatically
computers are dumb. You need to tell them when to stop.
Yeah, computers are really stupid. They're too literal, right? But I took that literalness of a computer, and I said when my mouse is clicked, draw a circle, right? And I didn't cap it. I didn't like tell it to do only X amount of times. And so it would follow the mouse and it would just draw like MS Paint would. And I was like, oh fuck, I accidentally figured out MS Paint. That's awesome, right? But that's me making the computer work for me, right? That's me taking an idea, looking at the thing that I am presented with and saying, okay, thing that I am presented with, what do you do? What is the thing that you're good at, right? Because like whatever the fuck I'm good at doesn't matter. I'm working with a tool that does a specific thing. I need to use that specific thing in what I am making, right? NFTs, fucking crypto, fucking generative art, AI stuff. It's all the same thing. It's all a new presented tool that is new to you. That is like, hey, we do something and we do it really fucking well. We do it cool. This is a new thing and that's awesome, right? And people will come and take that and be like, oh, but I could put my own thing into it. And then their own thing is fucking stealing and capitalism and like, you know, being a dickhead. It's like, dude, not what the tool is for.
Wanted to bring peace and harmony.
Yeah. It's like if I took a saxophone, right? And I'm like, look at this magnificent tool. This tool is magnificent. Look at this. I love it. It's beautiful, right? And you walked up to somebody and you were like, hello, kind stranger. What do you think of this, right? And they're like, That's a saxophone. Cool. You gonna play me something? And you just fucking bash them in the head with it. Like, that's not what it's for. That's literally not what it's for. Yeah, you can do that. Don't do that. Doesn't make sense.
As soon as you said, imagine a saxophone, I'm like, okay, I'm imagining a saxophone. I'm imagining the metaphor you're gonna say is literally beating someone up with it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's because it's like that's literally what people are doing, and I don't get it. Tools are cool, right? Tools. I had a cool. Hold on. I said something about this the other night while I was like super sleep deprived and fucking dying in my bed. What did I tweet? I tweeted some shit.
He be tweeting shit.
I'm gonna delete it after I say it. Because it's on my all. None of y'all are following that.
Brady's been popping off on Twitter.
Something to the effect of
Me?
Yes.
What'd I do?
You're being awesome, honestly.
tools aren't meant to be broken, they're meant to form relationships with. If you can learn about what the thing that you're using is meant to do and how it does it, you can tell it to do really cool things, right? That's how you put yourself into a tool. That's how you funnel yourself into any kind of process that you can find, right? Not fucking cramming in anything you want to do. Like that's the,
Yeah.
There are things that things should not do.
Yeah.
And that's the end of my tirade.
Thank you.
Just
Speaking of things, because I kind of understand what Ash was trying to like weave into the ooh. Speaking of figuring out tools and stuff, hi, it's me, guy who likes Flamigo.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
That's
yes!
oh my god, that could not be a better. That literally is the best
He's
metaphor to translate it back to Pokemon.
Spitting!
Everyone and their mom is like, I'm gonna kill the Tatsugiri in my Dondozo's mouth and then co-star my Flamingo. No, you're cringe. It's not what it wants to do. It has Scrappy. It can punch ghosts. Ghosts is the best type right now. Punch them.
I have been
Punch
saying
trigger.
this since the beginning, is that people have been running Flamingo wrong. When people are using Co-Star, I'm like, why don't you pair it next to a Swords Dance Garchomp? That way you can click Earthquake next to the Flamingo, and now the Flamingo has, like, Faint and shit to break Wide Guard. That'd be so awesome. And then Brady's like, also Scrappy. And I'm like, yes! Yes! This thing gets Scrappy Faint! It's not Fake Out, but a priority move that hits everyone, no matter what, is good!
You break Flutter Mane's Protect.
Yes!
And it's Focus
Yes!
Sash. Protect Focus Sash is the only reason I fucking won a tournament this weekend. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
You can punch Goldengers in the face. Ow.
Can we build a Flamingo team? Or Brady already built one.
Down.
Brady, can I steal your
Down.
Flamingo team?
Yeah, you can steal
Woo!
my Flamingo team.
Ash, do you want to use Brady's Flamingo?
I made a tweet. It was an image that I made on my lunch break because I was thinking about it at work. And it was like, man,
That's
I like
awesome.
Flamingo. So cause I saw the Cursta video, the Koei Star video.
Man, come on, low blow.
We were talking about this earlier, but if there's a weird thumbnail on Moxie Boosted's channel, we all know it's Michael.
It was on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So they
A fucking video today went up without a thumbnail. And I was like,
they did a Cursta Flamingo, which is actually honestly a cool strat. They had like Swagger Grimmsnarl with a Mirror Herb Dragonite, and when you switch in, when you like parting shot out, get your Flamingo have like the plus 2 boost, which I think is kind of cool. But I was like, okay, so I want to use Flamingo, but I don't want to do that shit. And I don't want to do.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do.
That's funny.
I don't want to do that shit to make it work. I also don't want to use Dondozo Tatsugiri because why? Tatsugiri
Everyone and their mom already knows too.
is like Tatsugiri is a good mon by itself. I don't understand why you would.
That's true. I've been using a Dondozo Tatsugiri team. I don't remember if this was from... No, this was from Oceania. It is Yuki... Oh god, what's his last name? Yuki...
Zenkoshevich or something.
Yes,
like that,
yes.
right? Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. My apologies, Yuki, but you're cool.
That sounds... It was a Z. It does sound like...
Yeah, it starts with a Z. Yuki Z.
Okay. I'm trying to find our DM because you sent it to me. Yuki-san. That is at least their name. That's not their second name. I'm stupid. Anyway, their team was Glamora, and I know for the past couple of episodes I was like, Glamora seems cool. But it was Dondozo Tatsugiri, and I was like, I've never used one of these. I was worried I was gonna be shit. This Dondozo, that's crack cocaine. I swear to God. Once I started winning with it, I was like, oh. The power.
The power?
I am indestructible. You can't intimidate me because I keep clicking the attack boosting move that even though it's nerfed, it's still good. Oh!
Yeah.
I felt so powerful. I'm honestly thinking of modifying it because it needs a different Iron Hands answer, TBH. So I might make it, it already has a Talonflame. I might slap tusks on it somewhere, and I might use Michael's Boldengo set, honestly.
Yeah.
It's good.
Because I think it was like Specs Golden Go, but like Covert Cloak Golden Go kind of go crazy.
I think that was the one Darshan when I was talking about her.
Yes, because 2 people used it, and you sent it to me because you got the paste, and I was like, oh, thank you. But yeah.
Dude, you taught me, speaking of Gilmore, you taught me that Mortal... Okay. I'm gonna fucking blow your fucking
mind. In
mind.
the comments, say if you didn't know this, because I'm convinced everyone knew this.
I don't think anybody knows this. Or maybe it's just me being a singles player. Mortal Spin, if you use it in doubles, it poisons both of the opponents.
Yes.
Like, what? Is it a spread? Like, do you hit both opponents?
Yeah.
Or does it? Do you hit you? It's a spread,
It's a spread move. Yeah. I mean, it's physical on Glamora with 30 base power, but it's enough to break Sash, and then you get Poison Chip.
Yeah, 40. I think.
No, it's 30.
Actually.
I have it
So it's
pulled
like-
up. I'm
okay.
right. I'm sorry.
Okay, listen. You're the expert here. I don't know shit about Glamora. I know it is a single Pokemon that you lead it and that you fucking click. I'll be.
I don't know shit about Glamora either, but I think it is a very silly guy. I think that poison is just good right now because, especially for hyper offense teams, as things start to run more bulky to live your usually what moves that one shot, the poison gives you that extra chip that you needed.
Yeah.
To just get that kill.
Break sashes and stuff as well.
Yeah. Just breaking Sash. I mean, it gets Spiky Shield too. It can break Sash that way.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of poison chip too. It's normal poison.
Yeah.
It's not toxic. Where it's like it's 12 a turn.
But if you
that's good. That's salt cure. That's what
Yeah.
salt cure is.
if you hit me, I get 2 toxic spikes up.
Yeah.
I can't decide if I like a damage boosting item on it or just Focus Sash. Cause it's just sitting there. Oh my god, excuse me. I'm exploding.
It's okay. We're both dying. We're both dying.
I think that I can't tell if Focus Sash is better or if an attack boosting item is better, because having it just sit there, like, you don't want to hit it with a physical move. So I lead it, and now he is sitting there. He's got great special defense. Wait, never mind, he doesn't have great special defense. He has okay special defense. So he eats the hit. A lot of special attackers, like, it's only really Goldengo that hits him super effective, huh? Never mind, I lied. Dondozo. Oh no, wait, Dondozo's not.
Dondozo is a physical attacker, Ash.
I'm literally going insane right now. Please ignore me.
Bundle.
People have been using Terra Grass on Glamora, I'm pretty sure, to get around.
This
a lot
one's
of the
Terra
common,
Dark, which I
things that
kind of
people are gonna
like.
hit with it.
Because versus the Indeedee Armor Rouge setup, you can just sit there and click Earth Power.
Yeah. Somebody passed me a team with Assault Vest, Terra Dark, Fluttermane versus or like for Indeedee Armor Rouge, and I was like, bro has had enough. It's hilarious.
He's had enough of that stuff, dude. Like,
yeah.
Which, I mean, hey, me too, bro. That's my only weakness on my Boldengo team. I'm literally gonna make my Fluttermane Terra Dark just so that I can have a better matchup into the only weakness of the team. Like, fuck.
I don't know if we really talked about it, but everything's getting a lot bulkier.
Yeah. It's like, that's generally how metagames tend to lean, just because, like, at the start of the format, you're like, this thing can, like, you can click a button with, and then, make it rain, and then it's like, wait, maybe a bulkier guy is better.
Yeah, what else can this tool do? It's not only, not every Pokemon's one-dimensional. It has a lot of life to it. It has a lot of, like, intricacy that it can do. People, what was it? Rairizo Gen 5 Thundurus, right?
Ooh,
Everyone and their mom was like, Thunderbolt, HP Ice.
I think Thunder is.
Bulky Citrus Berry Thunderwave.
Yeah.
With swagger, right? Like that, it's like, it was the same concept for me, right? The reason I, like, thought bulky Terra Water Goldengo would be so good was because of, like, how well it does into stuff like Wolfglick's Orlando team. I know people weren't going to be using the exact team, but people were going to be taking notes from it, right? Where, like, the only thing that you could do to kill Goldengo on his team was Max Attack Arcanine. That's why his Arcanine was Max Attack, right? So I'm like, if I turn into a water type, those teams just cannot break Goldengo. Like, how do they do that? They don't. So that's why I did that, and it won me games. Like, literally that exact concept won me games. So I was like, well, good call. Time to be bulky. There's a time to be bulky, and there's a time to be super offensive. More towards the beginning of the format, I think what Brady was saying is, like, that's when shit is like, fuck yes, Choice Specs, Terra Steel, make it rain. What?
Yeah.
See how much you can get away with.
But,
I think that defense boosting Dondozo might get better as this goes on, but also I really like being able to be bulky and then also stack attack boosts is very nice for Dondozo too. So I don't know. It shall be interesting to see what will happen. I think you mentioned in one of the videos you recorded with Marcos was Dondozo and Goldengo are just never going away. And honestly, that's fine because they're very interesting Pokemon and they can be run in so many different ways. Like, Hold on, let me look at this. What if we get fucking dual screens support Goldengo later on, or fucking?
Does it get both screens?
It gets reflect. Where's light screen?
Okay, then yeah, literally, I think why
It
the
might
fuck
only
not,
get
right?
reflect.
It's a
I might
thing
be
the tool
blind.
can do.
It gets Thunder
Well, 'cause, like-
Wave. It gets Trick. It gets Steel Beam.
So I've been of the now listen, I've been wrong about early formats before. I think somebody put a comment on one of the old podcast episodes that said hearing Michael say Salt Cure is a bad move is hilarious, and I was like, oops. Also the same guy that said Necrozma Duskmane would be better than Zacian. So like I'm also that guy, but I'm calling this one, and this one I think is the most accurate I've been. But once Chi Yu and Qianpao come out, Golden Go usage is just gonna fucking
Yeah, I mean,
just
I
gonna-
can see that, but also being immune to status is really useful, because I think that as we get bulkier, we're going to be seeing more Grimmsnarl, and also Klefki. We can mention that as well. A fucking Klefki. Did it win, or was it second?
It was
Still.
second. That's Alberto Lara at OCIC getting second with. Oh, we didn't talk about OCIC because we were in the middle of
Yeah. That's
OCIC.
what I was
last
thinking about.
episode.
Like, everything was so bulky. There was bulky Fluttermane, I saw bulky Bundle, and then Klefki existed. So Klefki is a mon that I've always thought in the back of my head of, oh, it's Grimmsnarl, and it's pretty good in a format when there's a lot of good steel types, because it resists them, and also, you know, it resists the ghost moves, and like, oh, it resists the water. It could be a pretty good Pokemon, but no, that's so lame. Only weird people run Klefki over Grimmsnarl. And then it did good, and now I feel validated.
Yeah, no, it's different game, right? Like Klefki was worse than Grim in Sword and Shield, but in this one, it's like when you got Fluttermane to deal with, when you got Iron Hands to deal with, you might want to be Klefki.
There were times in Sword and Shield when I was
Grimmsnarl.
thinking Klefki would be better than Grimmsnarl, and I don't know if I'm confident enough to go, this weird meta Pokemon or this non-meta Pokemon feels like it could be good. Like, I don't know if I have the confidence to say that, but I think Klefki's a wonderful call right now. Just, it's a great defensive typing, and it really works for the Pokemon that are out. So, it makes me happy to see something strange like that, like, in Top Cut.
I mean, hey, you could do something like what I did and purposefully take a terrible Pokemon and go win with it, because that's what Azumarill is to me.
Azumarill,
Azumarill, I love you. You
Azumarill
suck. No, bro, it fucking sucks.
No!
It's got strong play road.
It's on the,
But, okay, the reason for the Azumarill was a hybrid between Palafin and Screamtail, because I wasn't going to run that. I was going to take Wolf's team exactly. But speaking of Palafin, that is what won OCIC with Gavin Michaels' team.
Yeah, it's fucking good.
If you want to talk about bulky offense, Iron Hands, Palafin, Pelipper. Oh my god. That's just... It's like taking Pokemon that have good defense and putting, like, attack on them, and taking Pokemon that have good attack and putting defense on them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's backwards, but it works.
Yeah, because they're already so good. So you just let them live the
Yeah.
hit.
It's also
It's like Kartana. You
it's
don't need
also
to put attack
really-
in a Kartana.
It's also really good in open team sheet. Like, that is, like, a big strength of that.
Yeah,
being
variance and
Pokemon.
EV spreads is
What were
the
you gonna say?
main information you can hide with Open Team Sheet.
you know.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Brady? I think I wanted to talk about.
I was gonna bring it back to the Goldanger thing in like when the Ruin guys are here.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I honestly don't think I think Goldanger is like almost always gonna be good. And the reason I say that is look at singles. Just look at singles.
Yeah. Good. I mean, they just banned Qianpao Chi.
Qianpao and Chi-Yu. Goldanger was still one of the most used Pokemon.
He was still there. He was
Yeah.
still
I will
there.
say
That
that's
is-
because of
yeah,
like
that is
defog and
facts.
stuff, but also at the same time, Goldanger's just kinda
It's Goldengo.
good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's just built
he
good.
just built like Pokemon.
It's in his
1000.
ability.
Yeah,
It's literally in
Yeah.
his name. He's
Yeah.
good as gold. He's Pokemon Bros. He literally can't be bad. He's made to be good always. Okay. you
I
might be
think
right.
I think he's just like so I don't think unless they had something that like specifically hard counters it, and like their attempt at that was Toad Scroll. That was their attempt at doing that.
Yeah.
I
He's
think
awesome.
BOLDENGO, especially with Terras in mind, because you can always adapt your Terra type to
You could always
different
turn it into
metas.
something else.
Um,
I was just thinking about like maybe Terra Dark for Chi.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, even Terra Water works, right? Because that thing has enough bulk and enough power just to like just do whatever it wants, sort of thing. Like I don't think redirection like Nazi plot stuff is going away anytime soon. Like I don't think that's going away anytime soon. There's always the Scarf set. There's always, because like
Yeah. You could probably even there's probably gonna be a team that runs up with like Tailwind, Talonflame, Great Tusk, Chien Pao, Dragonite, and then they throw a Specs Goldengo on there with Terra Steel just because it's like, oh, you have something that manages to beat the other demons on my team? Well, guess what? Probably loses a Goldengo.
Yeah,
like that's probably
the reason I think that also is like just generally speaking, it like has one of the better typings in the game as well. Like Ghost Steel is a very good typing, like at least defensively.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And offensively.
Okay, I hereby take it back. That was a certified Michael opinion.
Well, I might be wrong. I might have a Michael moment, but like that's just like because I
think I'm 0-5, bro. I don't like my odds.
well, no, okay, so you have changed your take now. So we're in the casino right now. We're playing roulette, and I went red, you went black, and then I was like, bro, you going black? Come right with me, brother. And then you moved chip over to.
And then I went to you, and then it went black. Oh shit!
So now if one of us is wrong, we're both wrong, and now I can't make fun of you.
Yeah. Ride or die, bro.
Yep.
You will
That's
be
my road dog
wrong
right there.
together.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I win here. It's either we're both wrong or I'm right. I love that.
and that's just how it goes.
Yeah. Sometimes you have
yeah.
a Michael moment. Sometimes the Michael moment has you. I don't know what I was stupid.
No, it's like sometimes you boost attack, sometimes you boost defense, sometimes you boost our Patreon numbers.
True.
Shout out to all the Sneeple
I
out
was
there.
gonna say, shout out to the Sneeb.
To the
Sneeps.
Schneebles.
Schneebus.
But yeah, I guess that means
Stack attack.
we're ending the Schneeb cast
The
right here.
Schneebcast.
Yeah.
For April 1st, can we replace our logo with a Tatsugiri?
Oh shit, I'm so down.
That honestly could just be season 2.
Yeah.
Season 2 podcast. It's like instead of a zigzagoon, it's a stretchy Tatsugiri on the top of it of the sign.
Yes.
Or like the droopy one.
Yeah. Whichever one. I don't know the difference still. Michael was talking about doing a new logo, so mayhap.
Yeah.
I
Might
can
do
still help
that.
with it now that I have slightly more free time, just slightly.
We could
I have infinitely less.
we could you just like do the thing where
It up a little.
like what was I gonna say? We could like do it at like 100 eps. We start anew.
True.
That's when true season 2 starts. Maybe we have more time. We're gonna do it at the top of like 2023. I think was. Oh no! It was when Scarlet Violet came out. We were gonna try doing it.
Yeah.
It was the first.
But we'll do it later. Anyway, thank you very much to all of our Patreons for subscribing to the Patreon. Because
I didn't have a list of
okay.
Leave him alone.
I have the list up literally right now. You have to understand that I was drinking last night and still slightly tipsy. I don't know.
You are valid.
I freed a Luigi plush from a claw machine, and I screamed.
Wait! We didn't talk
and
about the Luigi!
A Lugi.
Can you tell the story? I want to hear it, just real quick.
Okay. Just real quick. So last night I went out drinking with some friends, just because, we want to hang out, and there was a guy's birthday in a couple days, and we're like, yeah, let's hang out. So we hung out, and we went to like this gaming bar of sorts. So what it was there's like it's like a PC sort of like cafe like area where you can like hire up PCs and just like do shit for like hours on end, hours or whatever. And then also connected to that is like a themed like bar, and like you can get food and stuff, and it's like a tavern. It was like I was in fucking like World of Warcraft fucking tavern. And they also have like an arcade there, so they have like claw machines. They've got like rhythm games. They've got like stuff. If you're any viewers are watching and from Melbourne, that's the Fortress. That's
a powerful name. Holy shit.
Yeah. So we went there. We had a few drinks. We got some stuff to eat. We had like a couple hours on the PCs and we were playing Valorant and shit because I don't know what other games to play because they just have we went to the arcade. And I bought like $25 worth of credits, and I go over to the claw machine and I'm like, I'm gonna try to get like a turd plush because it was full of Mario, it's Mario stuff, right? And then so I try it a couple times and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get the turd. There are no turds that are like actually able to be gotten right now. And then one of the guys come over and he's like, hey, why don't you like get that Luigi? And then and then I have a couple goes at it and I'm like, damn, wasn't able to get the Luigi. And like I still have money on the card, but I'm like, damn, I didn't get Luigi. And we go over because we'd also hired like a oh no, this is like before we went onto the PC, so we had to go over and do PC stuff. And then after we finished with the PC stuff, I made it a mission. I have to free that Luigi from his glass prisons, from his shackles, from his.
Wow, bro got committed.
I have to free him. So we head over to the arcade again, and I spend the remaining like money on the card just trying to get the Luigi.
Yes.
And then it was like the last couple of credits that I had left on it, and I was like, all right, gotta get the Luigi, man. Gotta get the Luigi. And I go grab it. It holds for a while, but then it drops out. So you know how like claw machines will grab like the plush and bring it up and then like move over, but like it will like fall out. It falls out on the edge of like the plastic that like is the hole.
Oh shit! So it like tipped in.
So it didn't tip in. It was sitting on the plastic. So when
it's just on the. Did you like body slam the machine? Please tell me.
There were security guards in that area.
Oh,
so the security guard. I like look over at the security guard and he used to like laughing at me, and I'm like, fucking goddamn it, man. And I'm like, he's on the edge, dude. And
I would have asked him to body slam it for me.
I used my last couple of credits and end up making it worse, so I have to go buy more.
You need to free him.
And then
$30 Luigi.
And then like another like couple of tries after that, I end up getting the Luigi.
Yes.
The entire rest of the night, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I freed him. I freed him from his glass prison.
You did send a very blurry photo of this Luigi with, in all caps, I freed him to the Discord, and no one had any context for this.
I freed him. At this point, I was very drunk. So I was like,
It sounds like it.
I freed him.
He's saved.
I freed him. You're coming with me, buddy.
Nice. I like how we went full circle because I was fucked up at the top of the episode. Now Brady's fucked up at the back half of the episode.
No, it was a good night, and Luigi was there.
Luigi was there.
Plush. Yeah. I
think he should be in the thumbnail.
Mayhaps.
This is gonna be a hell of a thumbnail. Me and agency merched Luigi. Boldengo again.
But yeah, fun night, Luigi, and yeah.
Luigi.
So, go check out my Twitter if you want images of the Luigi.
Please do. Do you link the Twitters?
Link the Twitters, yes.
Okay, awesome.
They're in the description.
Go to the description.
Got a picture of. I got a Luigi, just like close-up image of Luigi, and then I have a picture of him sitting in one of the, like, because we had like a booth, because you could hire like a TV that had like Xbox and like Switch and shit.
Oh, hi.
He ended up playing Halo 3 split screen like the entire time.
That's so awesome.
That's awesome.
It was fucking sick. And then there was like a Luigi like leaning up against my like drink, and it's like, Luigi, no, and then like next to me she's on the ground and it's blurry. Luigi, no. I posted that like a couple hours after I posted the first one.
Okay, I'm going to like those images because those seem awesome.
But yeah, Luigi.
I love the Lugi.
Lugi, no.
Shout out to Lugi. Shout out to the Patreon.
But also shout out to the Patreons.
Also in the description.
Surely he has it.
Yeah,
up.
no, I had it up before I even started saying stuff.
Bet.
Thank you very much to Crazy Carlton, Trev, Chelda, Plumber, Professor Germs, Ryan, and Todra for subscribing to the Patreon, as well as everybody else.
Did you say Shelder? Like the Pokemon?
Chelda.
Shelder.
No, it's like CHALDA.
Oh, Child. That's my guy, Child. I know Child. Hello.
Hello.
Chowder. I'm sorry. Thank you for subscribing to Patreon.
Shout out to y'all. New Patreons soon.
Follow for Sneeb.
Yeah, along with the uploading of this episode will be a Patreon only free for all. So
yes.
Yeah. And that honestly is the end of the podcast.
Yes.
Forever and ever. We're never coming back. And
whoa, don't say that.
Until we decide to record next week.
The secret is that we're killing off one host per episode until there's no one left, and it's just an hour of dead silence.
Look,
next episode's just it's just Brady and
Ash. and then Brady's gone, and then it's just me, and then it's just dead silence.
All I'm saying, Michael, is I'm about to level up.
3 weeks from now, it's just 1 hour of dead silence with a picture of Tatsumori on the screen.
He killed them.
Look, Michael, all I'm saying is we're both about to level up, and you're looking like just enough XP.
I think that's a good place to call it.
That's good, yeah. I can't top that.
I am intoxicated. I am. It's real. It's true.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.